Hey friends. Hey friends.
Hey, how's it going? Mystery Thursday stream. That's how I do it. Hey, OT, how's it going? Going well here. I'm out of town tomorrow, so I am streaming today. Like I said last week or whenever I did it, but yeah. So it's going good. Everything's great. It's a really kind of cold, kind of weird day. It rained yesterday in Seattle, so good to warm up with some brand new coffee. Drinking some brand new coffee from Yes Please, which is my new subscription. Thanks to my friend Luke, who recommended it to me. Used to be the dudes that did Tonks, which was acquired by Blue Bottle, and then I did Blue Bottle for a while, and I just wasn't up to my standard of paying for a coffee subscription, which is expensive. So now I do once a month, just once a month subscription to Yes Please. So that is tasty. And what they do is they do blends. So a lot of places do like single origin. That's all they'll do. But they're like, we're going to do blends. This is what we're going to do. We think it tastes really good and you're going to like it. We're going to give you the same great roast quality, all the things in general. So when is the Xamarin Mobile DevOps series coming out? That is a great question, IoT. And soon. It's already done. So it is done. We recorded it and it is all in Cecil's hands now. And I believe what he wants to do is put it out after .NET Conf. I believe that is his plan. It's already done. It's been done for like a few weeks, but they're working on some new YouTube stuff, some new YouTube channels, some integrations there. So it won't go out on the Xamarin Developers YouTube channel. I think it'll go out on the .NET Developers YouTube channel. Insider preview of it. We should. I'll do a whole big thing, and I think what we're gonna do is like 2 episodes a week, so like Tuesday, Thursday, and then within 3 weeks you'll get everything. I think that's what they did for the last one, but they kind of want to reconfigure all the YouTube channels first and make sure they're kind of good to go before that. So yeah, everything else good. We had a user group last night. We had Zakil from the App Center team come talk about data and push and auth, which was pretty cool. That was nice. Some updates from the Dev Summit. He actually walked through a lot of the new portal, and I thought that was really cool. Just in general, walking through the portal, seeing how easy it is to spin up a Cosmos DB backend, how to configure it, things like that, which was really cool. So I need to give that a look. I want to upgrade the conference app to it, and then also some of my other older apps, the App Center from the old Azure mobile apps. So. And we also had a lot of IoT questions at the user group, which was kind of crazy. Now, question is, why is my thing updated, completely updated Streamlabs? I wonder if I have Alden, how's it going? Team lab. If for some reason, I swear the Twitch authentication, like, Twitch is out like all the time. Let's see, widgets. I have it. Either that or it's just move over to the service. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna remove and hide this. Hey, Ancient, how's it going? Hey, Alden, yeah, everything's great. We're doing real good over here. Transition. Yeah, everything's great. Just kind of a chill day today. It's chill outside. Shorter stream today. We just released Xamarin.Forms 4.20 into GA. That general availability that Scott Hanselman on the stand-up on Tuesday said that he loves to use. So I put it in the blog post as he was saying that, which is great. And I figure it's update Friday. Always be updating all the NuGets all the time. But I think that what's really cool is that we can start to address and put some cool colors in here. For instance, this I want to use some of these new markup extensions. Super sweet. In general, so probably also edit out. Move John Galloway. There we go. Ancient Coder opens all the browser tabs all at once. He's got 8 monitors, all of the different Twitch streamers. Ha ha ha. Which is cool. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at some of this stuff that's in here, and I think there's also a lot of updates to the collection view. So I want to kind of take a look and see what they've been doing over there. They have a new header and footer templates. Seem cool, so I'm gonna try to take a look and see if that's in this release or not. So let's do it. Let's make sure that I have the latest, and let's make sure that we Hanselman.Forms. Make sure we have everything. Got lots of pull requests. Oh, okay, cool. So I did get some feedback from the Xamarin.Forms team on my shell shenanigans. So Shane was saying that I could just do, I don't need this deep link, but I'm not actually sure. But besides that, he said everything was great. Let's resolve some of these conflicts. What's going on here? Oh gosh. Oh, I see what I do. So I have some, I think if I do this, did some iOS updates yesterday. I think here I just want to update this stuff here. Move this stuff here. Mark it as resolved. So here we have both of these, I think. But we actually don't need either of the. That's right. Podcast details page. We do need that, I think. Merge those together. We're doing a bunch of iOS updates before. 217 tabs. That's a good number of tabs. Joseph always has about 15 billion of them. Tobo asks, do Tizen phones still exist, or is it just on TV and FridgeOS? There's TV Watch, the brand new Galaxy watches. Let's see, Tizen devices. I think the phones are only sold in certain areas. That's not super duper super helpful. Yeah, I think all the smartphones think this is not actually. I think this is like not an official page. I think there are quite a few smartphones, but I think they're only sold maybe in Korea, South Korea.
Nothing is impossible.
And there's a bunch of new devices too that run Samsung, so it's more like on the smart watches and things like that. Smolpster, thank you for the subscription. Twitch Prime, you'll get one of those a month. You gave it to me, and I love you for it. Thank you so much. That's super duper rad. Of course, we donate all profit from the stream, all bits, all subs, all those good things to the Duke Langer Foundation. And Microsoft matches those, which is rad. Part of our employee contribution stuff. If you don't have 217 tabs, who are you? Okay, so let's make sure that what did I break in here? Okay. So this is our shell navigation. So let's try to get that merged in today, and then let's upgrade. I don't want to do too much without, you know, stuff. How's everyone else doing? Everyone is asking me how I'm doing. How are you doing all across the globe? I know Ancient Coder is always doing fantastic. All my assumption. Oh. Uncommitted changes. What? Say who? I mean, Ancient Coder is doing great right there. When you got the monkey emojis. Changes. It changes. But add NuGet config. I don't need that. No, I don't need that. Get out of here. Okay, let's sync again. Good assumption. I like to do, let's see if I can do. I like the Pride Month. You got these. So mine are pretty. Oh, 2 wings. Send to the heaven. All right, cool. Let's see. Ooh, definitely broke something. I must have broke something because it's not building. What did I break? We have CI people. Task failed. MS build. Blah 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 blah. Oh, it's so dark. Someone made me change it to dark theme. I can't do it. It hurts my heart. It hurts my soul. Oh my, so much better. So much better. And I gotta refresh this page. This is okay. This is dark. This is logs. Got stuff. Okay, where did it go? Could not link assemblies. Error. Okay, well, it probably just means that build it. Who? Error. Could not link assemblies untouched while processing references. Oh, that is of interest. So, oh, wait, what? Do I no longer use the... Oh. Oh, I need to update that. Let's update that now. So if I go into my circle images, James Monty Magno, and what did I do? Download this packet. Open this. Can you do it? You get. Dupe. This is the best tool in the entire world. I love this tool, Orin. Install, done. Okay. So it didn't link. Very odd, because there is no longer an iOS one. So it's image circle forms plugin. That is good. This is Chrome Edge Dev. That is correct. Always be running the Chrome Dev Edge. Always. So image circle forms plugin. So that's what it is. So we need to definitely update our README because our link skip is not correct. That is of interest. That actually makes it a lot easier if you're gonna only link skip that. Debug, release. Okay, so that should then fix it. Let's fix, link, skip, options. That should fix that build up. And then down here, we should fix whatever this. And remove this 2.0. So here, this stuff. Link skip stuff. Forms plugin. Cool. Update. So definitely wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. Open up the champagne. Pop. What's up, everyone? Coming in from Tyler's house. Welcome to the stream. Thanks, buddy, for the raid, man. Welcome, everyone. Super duper appreciate that. Today we've been working on my Scott Hanselman application, which I've been building out over the last few months on the stream, or updating it back and forth. And today we're going to be updating it to the latest Xamarin.Forms. We're fixing our pipeline currently because I broke it. Shh, don't tell anyone. In general, I definitely broke it, but we're fixing that up. In general, we're doing some CI stuff here, which is good. Thank you for the raid. Super duper appreciate that. And we should also hit the raid button. Oh my goodness, it's a raid. Gotta make sure I hit that graphic every time. What are you guys working on, Tyler? Did you have a good stream? GitHub Actions. Ooh, we were just talking. Galloway and I were talking on Tuesday about how we could maybe use GitHub Actions for our Azure Functions and ASP.NET Core website. We ended up doing everything in Azure DevOps. We do want to like experiment with it and see if it's something that we could actually use or not for it. How did it go? It's good. What did you use to deploy? Like, what were you deploying, I should say? Like, does it do anything and everything? Like, can you do stuff? I successfully built a couple branch pipelines for my Blazor apps, Mob says. I was in preview 8 bits, so I'm happy to. In GitHub Actions? So broken. What is broken about this? Could not link assemblies. Oh, I guess you know what it is. I don't need a link skip deep. Why did I just open VS Code? Duh. I'm not linking anything. Probably why. Yeah, because you don't need to link skip because it's not linking. It's literally. Let's try that out. It was a PowerShell module. Was mostly seeing the comparison between Azure pipelines and more transform preferable than I thought. So that's cool. Is it just YAML files or something different? Cancel this. Oh, interesting. See, I'm not a huge fan of the YAML. That's my problem. I kind of hate the YAML. So, I mean, that's a James problem. But, you know, not a huge... I can understand how people would like it. You move thinking in debug. Try that out. Yeah, I mean, I mean, what I like, here's what I like, Tyler. Okay, so I like visual things. I'm an IDE person. I'm not a huge command line person. Everybody in my stream knows this. It's not my jam in general. I mean, I can drop down to command line on Git because when I worked at Seton many years ago, that's literally all we had. Like, we only did everything at the command line. We had our own Git, everything. And that's how I learned Git, was the command line. That's how I prefer people probably learn it to begin with. It's super duper important to be able to drop down. But now I just use GUI tools for everything. So I do like the YAML, but I like a visual tool first, and then allow me to take that visual tool and then export the YAML, right? Like, if there's a way to keep the YAML in sync back and forth, like, hey, like, this is master, like, master is golden, so show me the visual tree of that. That would be kind of nice. So I could actually go in, rev a pretty UI, and then export the YAML and kind of sync it. That's one thing that I think things are missing right now. This is beautiful world of visualizing that YAML. I was like, I don't know the things to enter. And I don't know if the command line tools and everything like that are good enough to actually show me what I need to do, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just... Here, I've been building. I was just cleaning my phone off, so I uninstalled everything. I forgot I was going to stream today. So, let's see if my app is going to build. Oh, no, it's... But I should see... Yeah, that's the problem, is knowing all those command line things. That's just me. I don't know. But what I do like about it is, let's say you're working in a branch and you need to make changes to the pipeline. You don't need to clone the pipeline. You can change the YAML. And like, that's what's good, right, about it. What is going on? There's not even any linking going on. Did I just like fork my... Boy. I did build. I'm just building a simulator build. Even building... Oh. On, you know, they changed this thing. They changed this thing now where there's these like agent things. About inherit from the pipeline. Also is inheriting from the pipeline. I'm like, wonder if the underlying build thing failed. Let's do boots. Dev logs. Let us save and keep. Save it really quick. So there's a great extension from Peppers on Boots, which is this Azure DevOps App Center, any CI to install packages. So there's Almanas. Cool. So let's see here. Oops. free. Yeah, getting things from scratch, that's the problematic part, I believe, in my personal opinion. All right, see. Cool. Have a good lunch. Enjoy it up. Thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks for the raid as well. Enjoy your lunch. Boots, 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 boots. Oh, they should have an icon on here. That's kind of funny. Street cleaners. Okay, so let us install this package. Copy that. The copy button. This. Right. Go into my. This wasn't what I was planning on doing. All right, that's good. And then let's date. That up, I guess. Could work. If anything, I know things are building, so that's positive. So I think if anything, we can check it in and finish the pipeline later. Or finish the other stuff later, but this did work a while ago. But oh. Yeah, anyways, if you're curious about what I was working on, if you're new to the stream, this is the app that I've been working on for a while. This is the Hanselman.Forms application. It's beautiful.
Some people dream of success while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible.
Hey, buddy, thank you for the subscription. Twitch Prime, all those emotes. Go to the abyss. So glorious. Rise up. All those emotes. Thank you for the subscription. Twitch Prime, you get one of those a month, and you gave it to me, and I absolutely love you. Welcome back. Now you get sweet, sweet emotes. Get that hype train going on those primes. Hype. Thank you so much.
Some people dream of success while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible.
You should also read that I crushed it from 2013 to present.
Thank you so much. Get that hype going. Avil, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Letting those emojis fly. Thank you so much. Now you have some sweet brand new emojis. Of course, if you don't know, all profits from the screen. Head over to the, no, not that. That's the wrong button. Where's the Duke button? There we go. Get over to the Duke Langer Foundation for the Red Shank Duke Monkeys of the World. So this is the app. It's all powered by Azure Functions, C# backend. Pulling down a whole bunch of good stuff. I love there's GIF support in here or whatever. That's bananas. Good tweets going on. We can pull down Hanselman's tweets with images. You can browse all of his podcasts. You can subscribe. You can tap on one. You can listen to one. Like I said, we're building this out. Same thing. We've got all of his podcasts and videos in here too. Very low res images that we need to fix one day. And also need to fix up some. Oh no, they're fixed. Okay. You can tap on one, then you can play it. So, friends, pretty rad. Boom. Cool. That's what we've been working on for a while. So, but now, of course, I can't get my builds working. Oh, I care so much. Why is it? Do it. Assembly. Attempting to change. All right, let me try one more thing here. Just building these. There shouldn't be any link. build iPhone simulator. I don't know if this looks correct. That is curious. That's definitely in every. That's good. Says it only took a second. Not seem correct. Not exist. The solution file I specified does not exist. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so hey Mortal, how's it going? I was like, huh, I wonder why this doesn't build. Oh, because something's not here. Let me go ahead and oh, I bet a pull request. No, it's right here. Oh. And name. They usually keep around. I wonder if. So usually what I do is I keep around an iOS solution that doesn't have any other projects in it for the build system, because it's like you're building this whole solution. Yeah. And that's sort of what I do. But so I think in this instance, it's correct. I should be able to remove. It's hard because we probably added a bunch of new projects. So I bet that's when it broke. Kind of makes some sense. So we remove that. Double check it. On. But I think that tried to build master, in which that is not default. Probably why this. That's okay. So let's see then. So the Len. I don't think that's gonna fix it though, but unload this in debug iPhone. None. In case it's running in some touch. Double check it. Properties. That's a big. Let's see. Then we're just gonna merge. Sometimes I like to see what's hidden underneath there. Like, what's going on underneath there? Let us see. Get out of here. So let us just whatever. Oh, one thing I just realized. Is that this? Oh, these are the same. Oh. Install iOS. Package. Install. Package. There we go. Better. All right. Summaries. Where if this fit? Man. Install support. Okay. Well, let's look at our Hanselman.Forms again. Download the iOS. Be cool if this output what it had before and then what it updated to. That'd be I'm also curious why this failed. I don't think it's just terribly wrong. This one says cannot solve task by system.reactive. I think that this one also needs a newer Android build. Probably something happening. Let's actually fix that. So what had happened most likely is the build servers probably have an older version of Xamarin iOS. So likely what needs to happen is we need to install newer Android package. And at least here this is going to be the let us save it. Should do it, but I am curious as to now our iOS project is going to build or not. Building stuff. Oh, same error. So I can't figure this out today. That seems like definitely an issue with something. Failed with. It didn't even try. Ran for 17 seconds. I think it's not restoring the NuGet packages. That's what I'm thinking. That now it doesn't know how to restore the NuGet packages. Yeah, because it's like odd. I thought it was supposed to just do it by itself. The other CI is fine. Oh, CI! Okay. run NuGet restore, which I also run here. So do for some reason it really doesn't do make it. Well, let's save and queue another branch now, but let's go ahead and just merge it in because I know it's fine. And let's continue on in our quest. Okay, so let's go back to B next then. Close this solution. And go back to B next. Into sync. Up, and then we'll try to get it building on this thing. Also see what branches we have. Merged, delete, delete, delete. So fast. Nice. I think we got I didn't get access to it here, but on John Galloway's project for live.net he did. So we need, that's what we're gonna go explore. Yeah, I didn't get access to sponsors either. That would be nice too, but do. See, Forms 4.2. Oh, okay, so let's go back into our solution. Have you tried it at all, Janice Q? Did you give it a go? Let's see this stuff. Omitting restore. Yeah, Tyler was just saying that he did it for some scripts, PowerShell scripts. Let us spin it. All right, let's update some nuggets. Alright, cool. So we have one update. So we only just installed the visual material. We don't actually need the forms because it'll rely on the same package of forms. I like that there's a Tizen.net material components. That's cute. Cool. Install this. Boop. Yeah, I think it rolling out to actions just to a lot more people this week, basically, what I'm seeing on the internets. I would be interested to give it a go with mobile apps in general if it works. I don't know. I'd be pretty interested to see. Android 1 still has problems. Something is maybe I need a newer builder to build. Strange. Like it's using the .NET Core to build. Huh. Oh, I wonder if try this. I'm just gonna kind of keep since this thing is so busted. copy of the copy. Keep just queuing. Let's continue on. All right, cool. So the few things that we want to check out today is going to be in the blog. I want to clean up and use the new hotness. I want to definitely use the new font image source stuff. Wherever I'm using that. Take a look at that in our code. Font image source. I think I use it in a few places. So we have it on our podcast page. So here's what I think is super cool about this. If I have it correct in my mind, I should be able to say source. And if mine tells be able to do this. Now this is pointing to static resources, which is good. Okay, so oh gosh. So, if correct, to be able to do like so not equal 4. So the would be a dynamic font family of material font family, icon, static, primary color, and then delete all this stuff. Clean this up. That's a lot nicer. The same thing here. So I think in general code, then if we put this in here, the source, do the same thing. Icon, this would be like icon play. Then 15. Move this shenanigans. That's so much cleaner if that's the case. Okay. That. A bunch of these in. So it'd be the same thing for all intents and purposes. So here's icon download. This. I love just like deleting code. Then here we can delete this. Here, icon on next. This. Here, let's delete this. Cow. All right, and then icon mark blade. Should be oh, one more. Icon archive. That, delete this. It's getting more difficult to build apps. It's always getting more difficult to build apps because the ecosystem of ooh, what did I do? Oh, forgot to put that in there. Good. Look at these again. I probably forgot little curly braces. Which part of it don't you like? Yes, is the question. I think this makes it a lot easier to at least specify these image sources instead of just all the shenanigans inside of it. But I'd say that building for every software engineering in general for every system always getting more difficult all the time, in my honestly opinion. Well, I mean, everything's more complicated. I mean, you can still build stuff easily, but it depends on what you need to do, because I think like Androids gets more complicated, iOS gets more complicated. Frank and I talked about this. Maybe we talked about it in some merge conflict a while ago. What did I do? Oh, on. No bindable property family. Quick and reopen it. What was my pipeline? Things never figure out. Something weird, that's for sure. All right, so let's see. Do a that one on this. Getting any IntelliSense. Let's close VS fully and reopen. There's new. Any platform that pressing. Okay, so it's complaining about image and image button. It's not complaining about these ones. I don't know why my IntelliSense isn't working. Work. Maybe this doesn't have. Curious if it's because it's a dynamic source. be a problem. Yeah, it's definitely mad because definitely mad that it's a dynamic resource. File that. Yeah, so my assumption is that this is a string and not a font family, and I think that is probably what is a oh, pipelines. Yeah, I don't know, something. I think that whatever Shiny is using is probably doing something weird with the build. I think I just need to make sure it's on some latest version, most likely, which is a little upsetting. Which is weird. Works, but I'm pretty sure that is not correct. Like, I should have just done one, but I think that so what this should be doing is I need to, for all intents and purposes, it's an icon font. So this font family I can specify as a string, and then for each platform it's a little bit different, which sucks. But I also know that Clancy was trying to figure that out. So when you do the dynamic resource, it should be able to pull that up per platform, but I think that it doesn't work in this scenario. So I'm going to just test it if that works. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that pipeline. It's upsetting me heavily. That's what it's doing. Bet if I install the like, I wonder if I install the preview copy link address. Maybe it needs 16.3 to compile. That could be. I think this is more about like controlling like what you have for all intents. Get the so because we're using newer builds that probably just require newer things. Okay. What I need? Question mark. That's the only problem. Is like Jonathan help. So this builds with the static resource. But my assumption is that it's not going to run because that this doesn't know what to do. Look at the font enhancement markup extension for font image source. Good. Actually run. Oh, it did run. All right, so that did run. So I guess it doesn't need to be a. All right, well that okay. So problem solved, I guess, for all intents and purposes. So let's. Wow. It works. Yes. I guess it didn't. Dynamic resource question mark. That's of interest too. So yeah, it seems like it works though, so that is good. All right, I'm in. So I don't know what's happened. All right. So no, so font image extend. It did not work. That's why I did not. Okay. Edit. So this it changed to compiles, but throws exception at runtime. So I guess the question is, what if I change this to a family dead, and then this takes in the value of that? Will that work? String. It's literally a string. So guess the question that the thing I could do is yeah, so that doesn't work. Ooh. That's problematic. Because it is a string. And it doesn't know how to do the dynamic sort. Pull it. Interesting. Well, I thought that would work and be very nice, but apparently it's not gonna work for us. Question is, can I change this dynamic resource to be different? I did X string try something. Mad about. What I'm curious of is if I can do then like wonder if I could do something like just gonna try this. Like on my IntelliSense. Very annoying. So if I did kind of defeats the purpose I get. Do something like that, I guess. I don't know if that actually compiles though. It looks like it takes in, it can take in static resources, but gotcha. Anyway, come on, Stefan. Yeah, I'm curious if like I could do that, but that's like super not like. Did we in did you know what? I swear that did we fix on image sources? I thought Clancy did something. Not that. Okay, I thought it was something. I thought maybe we solved it. I'm also curious why on the where's the blog at? Oh, I see. On the button, this displays static resource icon share. Because it's a text style. Best way to. Definitely not going to be this. And attempt to podcast details page to do this because this will be the only one that they first whenever we tap on it. So let's just see if that does work. It wouldn't be the prettiest, you know. Kind of upset me a little bit. Oh, we wait for some fonts on here. Like something like that, because then it's static resources. Quite a lot of code just to be like, we need to figure out how to clean that part up, right? Of just the images. Because like the fonts load so differently, and that's kind of problematic, I think. I thought that there was a pull request. It's cool that this on platform does actually. Yes. Gonna break. That does not work. Does not work. So that's wouldn't that work? That works on that static read. Aw. I don't understand, like that. Cat is if it's static, it's gonna get it. Maybe I can set it in my code behind it. That would be the question. Don't use the markup extension. Doesn't provide a lot of benefits as it doesn't save a lot of precious keystones. Yeah, but it looks better. And I define a static resource and update it in the app.cs. I mean, it's not going to change. I guess. Question. I'm looking at it. Stefan's not giving me the answers I want. That's what's happening. All right. Podcast. These are not the answers I want. I want to use the markup. All right. Alright, so it definitely doesn't like that. Okay, so here's what I'm going to try to do, okay? And we're going to see if this works. So here, we could do something like, instead of doing this on platform, let's comment this out for now. Then let's do a new this. And then do that. Make it blank. So then my theory here is, what if I came into the code behind here, and then on boot up, I did if device info dot platform equals right, and do app.resource for resources sub equals oh, even better. Is this a string? think I could do this. Do this one. Equals resources dot material font family dot device platform. Work. All right, let's see. Good. Hey, Havo Moa, how's it going? We're trying to hack the Xamarin.Forms resources right now because I don't like it. I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna make it work. I want to use the markup extension. I want to do it. Don't tell me I can't use the markup extension. Ah. Yeah, so on platform creates, that's the thing, is on platform does return a string, but then it's dynamic. Okay, so this device platform is Android, which should watch device info dot platform dot thing should give us Android, and if I do does work, and if I do this worked out why I didn't update Font Awesome. It requires Pro. It's nothing. Let's aha. So like it's dynamic, but then this should work. If it should work. That's obviously gonna break, but so this should work. Come on. What? If something sitting around, let me try something. I feel like that should work. It's maybe it's saying that it can't find this image extent. I wonder if NuGet's not. Oh. If all of this why it didn't work would be some version mismatch. Yeah, look, it's saying that it didn't have the old version. What? That is, I don't understand. So it says it had the old in it. I think what was happening is some of my packages got upgraded and some didn't. Question mark? Should have brought the right packages. Sometimes. Good, didn't I? Those previews. Right, that's what it says. Yeah, it's like it couldn't find the extension. So it's kind of like it didn't even exist. Like the NuGet package didn't even. Tell us. Two whole lines of code. 3 lines of code. I'm not a fan of these inner. Never been a fan of inner. Give everything in line. Yeah, dynamic resource should only be needed if it's on platform. But look at check this out. If I go to my about page and I was to look at that, so this won't work because it's referencing that's that will work. I'm going to change this. Because this executes and then it out. I wonder if this would work in general. Having a bad day. Bad day, too. I feel like NuGet is. I think I don't know why I wouldn't work with a static, because this like happens here, right? That should technically where? Because now I'm just almost forcing it to be like a dynamic in this instance. Because like if even though it's an on platform, that gets executed when the app.xaml loads. So that should become a static resource right away. So it shouldn't actually have to be dynamic. Right? Yeah. So now this actually does work because now they're dynamic. My thought is that I bet everything worked. I bet everything worked. I bet Xamarin.Forms had a mismatch of things. And if that's the case, I'm gonna be pissed. So, let's undo that. Let's this up, right? I almost can guarantee that that's what it was. Now I'm gonna be yes. So here, for instance, my IntelliSense is still not working. I need it in. I can almost guarantee now. I bet that this is gonna work on this page with the static reason. Everything else has it. Let's cancel. Regardless, it's going to be this. If that's the case, that's cool. That's great. That's exactly how I'd want it to work. All right, cool. So let's see if that works. If that's the case, then great. And we spent 30 minutes because I don't understand how to install NuGet packages, I guess. I feel like there's some weird bin obj files. Bins. Do I have to install it out of Visual? So let's do it again because that thing doesn't exist. I still have this is Windows 10. How's it doing?
Nothing is impossible!
Alright, let's see. Just run git clean dfx. Hit ignore. It all's gonna work now. So it all works because I'm an idiot. So all right, so update this. Never mind, it all works with static resource in place. Yay. For some reason, Xamarin.Forms didn't update when I updated Xamarin. Probably. Okay, it all works. So now if I do this, all those images works. Everything is happy. James is happy again. I'm happy again, people. We did it. It all should have just worked, but wrong versions of Xamarin.Forms were installed. Let's install this VisX. I could do a git if actually files added or file. I guess you could run that on the command line. Oh, things that you have not added in. If I do where am I at? PD source ls e. Here, yeah. I did git clean. Yeah, it should, because it's all the same. there a space in between? That is nifty. I already did it. It's already done. Can't do a dry run. It's all gone. But no, that totally worked. That's great. Actually. Get clean. Eat that. What's your Twitter account? Well, pro tip from cool. I wonder if that's what that's doing. It's probably doing something else. That is pretty good. All right, let us try it again. Yesterday, yeah, 2 days ago. Yeah, that's good though. Yeah, my assumption is if I had done that, then it probably would have cleaned out a bunch of stuff, which is good. Good. Added scroll event, added implemented item appearing, collection views, uniform handler name, add parameter attribute, grouping on iOS, header template as well. A lot of things happening in collection. Does it actually support UWP now? Did we do it? Support code. Did we do it? Did we do it? Oh, it's partially. To run it on. Because if it's partially, I don't know what that means. Partially. I think now there's probably a curious where I just installed something. Oh, that clean solution, clean bin and OBJ. So it's like build thing. All right, cool. So curious. Okay, so if I was to where the image at? Grouping data is only support on iOS. Monkeys. Okay, cool. I like that. All right. I assume that this probably would have shown the mismatch in Xamarin.Forms, but it's hard to say. Yeah, now at least these will be good, which I like. I mean, I like this a lot better. I think this looks a lot nicer just in general. And yeah, it works with static resource, so that's good. Bingo bango. I'm working off of vNext. vNext. vNext is the default, and then like master is really old, so I'm curious if I should just eventually just merge it into master, just to be honest with you, and just go from there. But who knows what the right thing to do is. Down right away, but I think it's doesn't charging a few things. Battery. How do I feel about the UWP version? Like, what am I going to do with it? The question I really have, let's deploy this. And then I want to see if the collection view will just work on UWP, because if so, then to use that page in general. I mean, this application's been around for so long that it was an original like Windows Phone app. It's like originally how I had it. Then I converted it to UWP back in the day. So it just kind of like has transitioned through the years for all intents and purposes. Okay, cool. So utilizing the work. I literally do a blog post on this. Oh, he talked about it. Cool. All right, so these all work. Is of interest. Let's open up what did I do there? All right, so video directory. What's going on there? I did. How's it going, R2? Yeah, I did change it. It's on the hip hop, whatever now. So this is interesting. So when it goes from here to here, and I put the thing back on, it goes underneath it. That's new. That's probably a rig. Didn't happen before, so now it goes under there. I don't have a title here, and then I have one here, but that is also interesting because I don't have one here. This page is also wrong. Okay, so Twitter root page. Alright, now my IntelliSense is working with that stuff, which is good. So now IntelliSense is working. That's good. Okay, so Podcast. Directory page, podcast. Episode page. That's where we're on. This needs to have an on platform iOS. Can I do that? How do I do on platform? A $33. There we go. That is what you do. Cool. Should be like more like 2. I mean, we're doing intervals of 8 technically. Okay. And then that's what we want. It's I was wondering why it was just like filling it. I don't think this font size does. Just gonna fill it anyway. So then what we should do is probably go into our app resources. Let's see, podcast episode. I don't know if that's really the right thing. So like episode action. Target type is image button. Then we should do setter, property, background, color, and value is. this, and we'll say style. Okay. Every once in a while, this there. Cut it out. Put it on. So that should. Well, thanks for hanging in there while we fought through all my weird nougat. Very, very strange. I think what we want to do is also then do this and then really quick check our the podcast episode. Okay, that's cool. All right, we can close that. Let us see what happens when I run this here. There's a UWP root, and what we can do an about page, a Twitter page. Yes, on the why is this? Don't use. Okay, so let's. Oh, that's right. So we switched over to shell. The blog is the only one I think that you one that uses a collection. That would at least be nice. So I get rid of the old blog page, and the rest are all shared. still technically, besides the app shell, because it doesn't have the shell support yet, but when it does, we can rip it out. But if this thing supports this log, that'd be positive. There's collection view support. Some. Good enough for me. Let's see. Oh, I bet that this doesn't. I think that also they fixed some of this stuff. I bet we can get rid of our crazy interface. Fix this. Because like before we had the Twitter page, and then yeah, it was like if it's not UWP, do this stuff because UWP would trigger this. That's why. Maybe it doesn't support. Ah. Alright, I thought it did. Is Alright, I guess they didn't enable it yet. You to get our up. I thought that they used. Oh, Imagine that it would all work. I don't know. Transparent. It does open a browser. That's good. Showing. Oh, there it is. There's no description for this podcast. Interesting. The other little issue. I don't know why the blog isn't. Alright, so I guess we'll put it back. The blog page now. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't necessarily know why I thought the collection view was implemented a little bit on UWP, but maybe it's not. Question mark? Fonts works. Okay. Probably something else I'm missing there that doesn't work. Alright, cool. Alright, well let's at least check this in. So update to update to Xamarin.Forms 4.2.0, clean up image, fonts, and tweak pages. Alright. Let's get that in there. Another thing we could do. Wanted to mess around with the title bars, headers. Guess not. If they're in here, collection view, group header template, header template. If this just works. Just play around with it really quick before we get out here. Then I really need to actually figure out what I want to do with the app, where I want to finish it. Is it done? Am I just cleaning up stuff? What's left on the backlog? Maybe we'll review that next week and go through it all. Because it is looking like it's almost done. Or close to being done. in a state that I'm happy in general. Let's look. Why that's there. Changes in shell, so that's there. Oh, doesn't look like the header is in there at all. That's interesting too. AK1, the app that we're programming is an iOS and Android app and Windows app. It's built with Xamarin and Xamarin.Forms for the UI. This is XAML, so like an XML markup, similar to like HTML, with different like data bindings and stuff built. See the app style. There you go. Why is that there? Out. Disabled. Oh, that used to be the deep. Yep. Go. Yep. Confirmed here as well. Should have been on those previews. That's my fault. Oh, so they broke something in. Well, it's good to know. The next week we'll update it to the newer version of Xamarin.Forms. That's good. All right, cool. All right. I think I'm gonna do it. I got a bunch of work to do, a bunch of other prep work to do. I'll be back next week. I think on Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, Tuesday we'll be doing, I don't know what John and I are gonna be doing. Something. I'll teach him something, I think. And then we'll update this on next Friday and we'll be around. Thanks everyone for hanging out and just like kind of having a chill, figuring out what's going on with life. Oh gee. Over here, let's see if anyone's on the little struggle bus day. But you know, gotta have those struggle bus days. Gotta have those struggle bus days. What you gonna do? Struggle bus days. Let's jump over to the goose man. I'm addicted to the goose, so hang around. Don't forget the previews, the insider preview. There you go. Yeah, that is what I need to do. Let's hop over to the goose man. He's working on, I don't know, whatever he's working on. He's working on crazy Twitch add-ins. So we're gonna go off to the end of the stream. But thanks everyone for hanging around, the new subs, the new follows. I super duper appreciate that. I work on .NET stuff, so ASP.NET stuff, mobile stuff, all sorts of good stuff. Usually Tuesdays and Fridays, so feel free to follow. If you want to subscribe, you can do that anytime. Thank you, Nothing Else Matters, for the 100 bits. You're fantastical.
Nothing is impossible.
Thank you so much. I love the bits blowing up. I hope everyone has an amazing end of their weekend, things like that. We're going to stick around. We're going to raid the Goose Man, so if you want to hang around for that, please do. We're going to go out for now, and I'll see you all next week or in Goose Man's chat. Bye.
Red alert, red alert. We are being raided. Batten down the hatches. Grab the emotes. Defend the chat.